Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Judy. I'm thrilled to have you here today. We are going to go over 6 seated postures, starting with Dandasana, covering Paschimottanasana, Konasana, Janu Sirsasana, Parivrtta Janu Sirsasana, and Ardha Matsyendrasana. We'll go over the Sanskrit names and what they mean. We'll talk about their common name, the benefits of the pose and why we should add them to our practice, and some history or mythology that go along with the pose. Let's get started. Dandasana. Danda meaning staff or stick. Asana meaning pose. Dandasana, staff pose. The benefits of Dandasana. It can help improve balance, help with fatigue, improve posture, and strengthen the spine, back, and core muscles. Hello and welcome. The first pose that we're going to cover today is Dandasana. Dandasana is going to be at the start of each of the poses that we do. Starting Dandasana, legs out in front, toes are being pulled back toward you. Legs are active. We lift that rib cage like someone's pulling that string up through the crown of your head, sitting up nice and tall, and hands placed on the mat beside the thighs. This is a strong Dandasana. We'll bring those toes back, activate those legs, sitting up nice and tall, pulling up through the rib cage, hands placed on the mat beside. Dandasana. The story of Dandasana starts with a party to honor Indra, the god of the sky and the clouds. And why they were honoring Indra was because the clouds bring the rain to grow the grass, to feed the cows. Krishna was wondering why they were honoring Indra and not honoring the god of the mountain. The mountain is where the cows went to eat the grass. So the people were like, okay, we'll change our honoring from Indra to the mountain god. So Indra was not happy and then made it rain for 7 days and 7 nights. The people were getting very concerned with the flooding, and Krishna was, it's okay, I'm going to take care of this. He went to the mountain, turned the mountain upside down, balanced it on his finger, and this is where Danda, or the staff pose or stick pose, comes from. All of the people took refuge underneath the mountain as the mountain was acting like an umbrella. Indra saw this and thought how clever of Krishna to do this. Indra thought, okay, he stopped the rain, and eventually Krishna and Indra became friends. Paschimottanasana. Paschima is west side of the body or the back side of the body. Uttana is intense stretch, and asana means pose. The common name for Paschimottanasana is seated forward fold. The benefits of Paschimottanasana. It stretches the back and shoulders, provides relief from hamstring pain, and calms the nervous system. The next pose that we're going to go through is Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Let's get started. We're going to start in Dandasana. Legs are extended out, toes pointed back to yourself. Sitting up nice and tall, a nice lengthened spine. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach arms up. Or exhale, hinge at the waist, reaching for the feet. Let those hands fall wherever they reach to. Bringing that head so we're looking at the knees or the shins. If those hands make it beside the shins, you could have your hands at the shins. Maybe they reach to the bottom of the feet. We're going to inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold deeper into the pose. On each exhale, fold deeper and deeper into the pose. To come out of the pose, we'll inhale. We can drag those fingers up the legs. Sitting up nice and tall in our Dandasana. The history of Paschimottanasana, the Sanskrit meaning the west side of your body in an intense stretch. This comes from the tradition of the practice of yoga facing the sun, as with Surya Namaskar. When practicing facing the sun, coming up on the east horizon, the back side of your body is facing the west. So Paschimottanasana's meaning the back side or west side of your body is getting an intense stretch. Our next pose is Baddha Konasana. In Sanskrit, Baddha Konasana breaks down to Baddha is bound, Kona is angle, and Asana is pose. Baddha Konasana is bound angle pose. The benefits of Baddha Konasana. It improves hip flexibility, reduces shoulder stress, and can aid in digestion. Our next pose is Baddha Konasana, or bound angle pose. Starting in Dandasana, legs extended, toes are up, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to bend the knee, bring the foot into the body, bring the other foot into the body. The soles of our feet are touching, sitting up nice and tall. We'll inhale, bring arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach arms up. And exhale, folding over, bringing those hands down to the feet, letting the head dip down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold deeper into the pose. Inhale, rolling up. Sitting up nice and tall, extending those legs back to Dandasana. This time I will do bound angle or Baddha Konasana facing the camera. Starting in our Dandasana, toes pointed up, lengthen the spine. Bringing those feet in, bending the knees, bringing the feet into the center. The soles of our feet touch. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach arms up. And fold over the legs, bringing that head toward the feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold over the legs, bringing that head to the feet. Inhale, rolling up to a seated position. Legs extended out in front. And we are in our Dandasana. Some options with your Konasana could be maybe if the knees are not feeling coming in quite so close, you could have those feet further away. You could also, again, use a strap just for a little guidance and help as you're coming down into the pose. So, Konasana, bound angle pose. The history of Konasana. Konasana is also known as cobbler pose. This pose is believed to have origins in the typical sitting positions of Indian cobblers or shoemakers. They would hold the shoe between their feet as they worked on it, giving it the name cobbler's pose. The next pose we're going to cover is Janu Sirsasana. Janu means knee and Sirsha means head. Asana is pose. Janu Sirsasana is head to knee pose. The benefits of Janu Sirsasana. This pose is a big stretch for the backside of the body. With that stretch, it can relieve low back tightness. It can stretch the hips, stretch the hamstrings, and can aid in mental relaxation. Our next pose is Janu Sirsasana, or head to knee pose. We're going to start in our Dandasana, legs extended out in front, toes up to the ceiling. We're going to bring our right leg, bend that leg in, bring it into the body as close as you can get it. And then we'll let that knee drop to the side, bringing that sole of the foot to the inside of that extended leg. We're going to sit up nice and tall, toes of that extended leg pointed back at yourself. We'll inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach arms up. And we'll fold forward over the extended leg on that exhale. Exhale, hinging at the waist, reaching for the toes. Maybe we reach to the bottom of the foot, letting that forehead come to the knees. We'll inhale, lengthen that spine. And on that exhale, forward folds. Release into that pose, deeper and deeper with every exhale. We'll inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll extend both legs out in front, ending in our Dandasana. I'm going to do another angle so you can see. So again, we'll start in our Dandasana. Toes are pointing back to yourself. Bringing that left leg in close, as tight to the body as you can get it. Letting the knee drop to the side, inside of that, or the sole of the foot to the inside of the leg. We want to sit up nice and tall, lengthening the spine. Leg extended, toes coming back to you. We'll inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach arms up. And hinge at the waist, folding over the extended leg. Reaching for the foot, the toes. Bringing that head to the knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, deepen into the pose on that exhale. We'll inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll bring leg back out to the front for our Dandasana. Some modifications or options if you are not able to fold all the way forward is using a strap. As you use that strap, or when you use the strap, putting it just underneath the ball of your foot. We want it as a gentle guide. We don't want to be forcing ourselves into a position. So it's just a little bit of a guide, right? Just light pressure to help and guide you deeper into the pose. All right. I hope you enjoy practicing your Janu Sirsasana. The history of Janu Sirsasana. The modern pose of Janu Sirsasana was first seen in the 20th centuries. It is described in Christian Namacharya in his book in 1934, and then by B.K.S. Iyengar in Light on Yoga, and finally by Pattabhi Joy's Ashtanga Vinyasa Yoga. There are several variations of this pose, and we will cover Parivrtta Sirsasana later in this video. Parivrtta Janu Sirsasana. The Sanskrit meaning is Parivrtta is revolve, Janu is knee, Shirsa is head, Asana is pose. Parivrtta Janu Sirsasana is head to knee pose. The benefits of Parivrtta Janu Sirsasana. It stretches the hamstrings, shoulders, low back, and sides of abdomen. It strengthens the diaphragm and core muscles and calms the mind. The next pose that we're going to cover is Parivrtta Janu Sirsasana. Starting in Dandasana, legs extended, toes coming back towards you, lengthening that spine. We're going to bring that right leg into the body as close as you can get it. Let the knee drop to the side, sole of the foot meeting into the inner thigh of the extended leg. Extended leg is going to go off to the side. We'll inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach arms up. Left arm will go to the left leg, that hand resting on the leg. Right arm is going to reach up and over, that upper arm coming to the ear. And you want to shine that heart, chest to the ceiling, to the sky. And
And we'll reach up to come out of the pose, both arms up. Hands to heart center. We'll extend both legs forward for our Dandasana. I'm going to do the same pose facing the camera to give you a different angle. Starting again in Dandasana, toes coming back toward you, nice lengthened spine. This time I'm doing my left leg, gonna bring that left leg in, bend that knee, bring it in nice and close. Let the knee drop to the side, the sole of the foot to the inside of that extended leg. Extended leg is gonna come out to the side. That bent knee foot gonna come in nice and close. Toe of the foot is up to the ceiling. We'll inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach arms up. Right hand comes down to that right leg. Left arm is reaching up and over that forearm by the ear and rotating that chest up to the sky, up to the ceiling. And exhale, and every exhale we deeper into the pose. Coming out of the pose, we'll reach both arms up on that inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring both legs forward, ending in our Dandasana. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Ardha means half. Matsya means fish. Endra is king, and asana is pose. Ardha Matsyendrasana is half king of the fishes pose. The benefits of Ardha Matsyendrasana. It strengthens the spine, improves digestion, removes toxins, decreases fatigue, and stimulates heart, kidney, liver, lungs, spleen for better function. The last pose that we're going to cover in this video is Ardha Matsyendrasana, and the common name is Half Lord of the Fishes pose. Starting in Dandasana, that lengthened spine, toes are pointed up. We'll take the right leg, bring it in close to the body, cross that right foot over the left, take that left leg, bend that left knee, bring that heel to the right butt cheek. Right hand is going to be reaching behind, so left arm is going to reach up and take the twist. The back of that upper arm will be on the knee as we use it for a little leverage of rotating that rib cage. Back hand is on the finger pads. We don't want to dump into the twist, so keeping up nice and tall, lengthen spine. Coming out of the twist, we'll bring the left arm up, right arm forward, extending both legs, being back in Dandasana. A different angle for Ardha Matsyendrasana. A different angle for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Left leg comes in nice and tight. Cross that left leg over the right. Bend that right knee so the right heel ends up by the left butt cheek. Right arm this time is going to reach up and over, back of that upper arm against that knee, that thigh, hand reaching behind on those finger pads, sitting up nice and tall and taking your twist. Coming out of your pose, unwind, top arm comes up and over. We'll extend those legs out to front. Toes come up and we're back in our Dandasana.
The yoga pose, Ardha Matsyendrasana, also known as Half Lord of the Fishes pose, has a history that involves Hindu deity Shiva and a fish who became a yogi. According to an ancient tale, Shiva was explaining yoga to his wife Parivrtta on an island when a fish nearby listened in. Shiva realized the fish had learned yoga and blessed it as Matsyendra, Lord of the Fishes. Shiva then filled his hands with holy water and sprinkled it on the fish, causing it to transform into Matsyendrasa, a celestial yogi and the first master of Hatha Yoga after Shiva. The pose can be symbolic, with Shiva and Parvati's wisdom representing their inner voice, Matsyendrasa representing someone searching for their true identity. Once Matsyendrasa listens to his inner voice, he is set on the path to enlightenment.
Thank you for watching the video today. You watching means the world to me. So if you could like and subscribe and click that bell for notifications of my upcoming videos, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day and don't forget to do yoga.